In this video, I am going to make a guest paper or a guest for Pearson Edexcel IGCSE Physics 1P 4PH1 over there. And it is a detailed educated guest paper for the Pearson Edexcel and for October-November 2025 examination series over there. 2025 examination paper, which is happening maybe tomorrow like that. And important disclaimer for this video, this is a prediction based on the analysis of past papers like that and the specification and common examining trends over there. It is not a leak of an actual paper. Use this document as a high quality revision tool to test your knowledge and identify the areas for further study. The ultimate resource for your preparation should be the official Edexcel IGCSE Physics 4PH1 specification and past papers over there. I will say here that if we should go for this, then I will say if I observe for general instructions over there that it is basically 2 hours long paper and in which you are provided with the marks of total of 110 over there. This is the total marks and you will be required to answer all the questions, and the question paper will have a mix of MCQ paper, MC questions, multiple choice questions over there, and short questions and short question answers, and it will be related to calculations. It will be related to, I will say, extended open response questions will be there. A scientific calculator may be used for all of your calculations over there. And remember that what I will be saying here, the first section which I prefer over here that will be included in your exam, the main focus which we will have to go for, that is section 1, which I am saying here. Section 1 is related to forces and motion over there according to your book syllabus. Forces and motion, if I go exactly towards it, what he can ask you, then you will be able to go for motion, forces, momentum, and energy changes over there. Then you should go with the core concepts of calculation, like first one can be define acceleration over there. After that, you should go for like a car increases its speeds from 5 meter per second to 25 in 10 seconds and calculate the acceleration. Means the use of the formula A is equal to V minus U over T should be kept in mind. And the same car has the mass is 1200 kg, and calculate the resultant force by using this acceleration. F is equal to ma according to Newton's second law. You will have to be required to calculate the force, resultant force over there, and explain why the car's braking distance was be significantly greater on the wet road as compared to like due to less friction over there. This is my predicted first question will be there, and question number 2 will be, that is question number 1. If I go towards question number 2, then I will say here that it will be related to graph and analysis over there. The graph below shows the velocity time graph of like imagine graph with 0.5. Like if I go for graph imagination over there, that 0.5 second constant acceleration like that. This is for 0.5 seconds there. Then he is saying that to 8 meter per second is the speed over there, like 8 meter per second. And then I am saying that it is a constant velocity from for 15 to 20 seconds like that. So I will say from here it is 5 second to I can say some time like 15 and 20 seconds it is going to again decelerate over there. That this type of graph can be given for the motion description, and he can ask you calculate the distance traveled by the cyclist in first 5 seconds. Remember that area under graph can be used in the form of triangle calculation over there. State the acceleration of the cyclist between 15 and like 5, and here I can say it is 20 seconds like that. Then you can say acceleration is equal to 0. because velocity is not changing over there. Describe the force acting on the cyclist during the period of constant velocity, then the force will exactly, like applied force will equal to exactly the resistive force over there. So you should be going for the explanation of this type of question over there. After that, question number three, which I will say will be related to momentum and safety over there. Momentum and safety. For this one, I will say here, like he can ask you for 2 marks, like state the principle of conservation of momentum. For 2 marks, like he can ask you conservation of momentum definition over there. After that, he will give you like a car with mass 800 moving with 10 meter per second collide with stationary big car like 1200 kg, and car is stack and calculate the common velocity. For that purpose, you can use m1 u1 plus m2 u2 will equal to m1 plus m2 with we can say when we are going for their common velocity, when they stick with each other like that, then we can say we will take only v over there. So this relation can be used according to law of conservation of momentum over there. And he can ask you like modern cars have crumple zones. Explain how the crumple zone helps to protect the occupants during a collision, that they delay their impulse time and reaction time for the hitting over there. So that will be your section 1, which I am including the 3 questions over there from section 1 over there. After that, section number 2, I will say that is related to electricity over there. Electricity over there. If I talk about electricity, then I will say that he can go for man focus for circuits, man electricity, and charge over there. For question number here, it will be question number 4 now, which I can say it can go with define current like that, rate of flow of charges, define current. You can go with 1 mark. And the diagram shows a circuit with the battery of 12 volt over there. Like this is the battery with 12 volt, with which I am saying that two resistors in parallel, like the first resistor, and I'm saying another resistor over there. And then I can say it is resistor R1 with R2, and I say R1, let's suppose I have 4 ohm and it is having 6 ohm, and an ammeter in the main branch over there, and I'm saying here 6 ohm like that. Then I'm saying both are connected with a branch ammeter like that, and it is connected like this. You can say like diagram shows this type of circuit, calculate the total resistance. Like you can use the formula 1 over R total is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2. Or if there are only two resistors, you can also use the relation R1 R2 over R1 plus R2 to get your total resistance over there. And I will say that he can ask you to go for calculate the reading on ammeter, means you will have to calculate the total resistance taking the EMF as a 12 volt like that. Then you can use the formula for V is equal to IR by getting the total resistance from there. You can calculate I is equal to V by R for calculation of current over there. A voltmeter is correctly connected to measure the potential across R1. If he is asking R1, then you will have to apply the voltmeter in parallel with this one. So this type of questions for electricity, and he can ask you like what is the reading and explain your answer. So remember that in parallel all the voltage is staying the same over there in all man combinations over there. So it will be 12 volt exactly over there. So this type of explanations he can ask you. After that, there will be question number 5, also related to electricity, where he can ask you the man's electricity. What is the frequency and voltage of UK man's electricity over there? Like 50 hertz and 220 volt over there. After that, he can ask you explain the difference between live and neutral wires. Live and neutral wires like that. And this difference you should know about it. It is man wire, and it is just like to complete the circuit having the 0 volts, as it's only providing the pathway over there. After that, hair dryer is rated, like power is given, voltage is given. He can say calculate the current by using the relation P is equal to VI over there. And he can also ask you explain the casing of hair dryer must be either double insulated or connected to the earth wire. Why should be the taken as a safety measurement over there? So this type of question number five can be given according to your tomorrow exam over there. If I go for question number six there, then I will say that it will be related to the your third section that is related to waves over there. Then I will say that main focus will be related to wave properties, and he can ask you label the amplitude, wavelength, amplitude. You should label the wavelength lambda over there, and on a provided diagram of transverse wave is maximum chance for going for it. Transverse wave over there. And I can also say like a water have a frequency like 2 hertz, wavelength is this, calculate the speed like V is equal to F lambda can be used over there for the calculation over there, and describe the difference between longitudinal and transverse waves over there can be provided, and give the example of each one should be memorized. After that, there is EM, which I say question number seven can be related to electromagnetic waves over there, where he can ask you state the order of electromagnetic spectrum from longest to shortest wavelength over there. Longest wavelength is for radio, and shortest is for we can say gamma rays over there. Should be kept in mind for electromagnetic spectrum. He can also ask you what type of electromagnetic wave is used for satellite communication, is used to sterilize the surgical equipment, and can cause cancer like that. And he can ask you about why are microwaves suitable for satellite communication but visible light is not over there. So you should keep in mind the uses of electromagnetic radiations over there. After that, question number eight will be there, which I will say question number eight will be related to your man optics over there. Like a ray of light enters a block of gas, like what happens to its speed, wavelength, and frequency, where we say that frequency remains constant, and speed, if you are entering from rarer medium to denser medium, it slows down, and the wavelength also increases. So like that, we can take the relation over there to keep in mind that how your wavelength, your frequency, speed, and frequency when light is entering from one medium to another, like that, speed stays the same over there. Okay, and after that, I can say an object is placed in front of converging lens like that, and an object is placed like this, and you can say here like draw the ray diagram. One is passing through the center of curvature, and one is going with parallel like this, and after that it is passing through the principal focus over there like this, and after that both the radiations are going to meet at some point over there, and they are making some image over there can be taken into account, and state one use of converging lens that forms this type of image will also be being asked by the given lenses case over there. For question number nine, I will say that will be related to work energy, power efficiency, and renewable energy resources. Then I will say that he can go for the calculation of gravitational field strength by taking calculate work done. Question number nine can be related to like a worker lifts 20 kg box vertically through a height of this in 3 seconds. Calculate the work done like mgh as a work done through the height can be calculated in the form of potential energy calculation. He can go with in reality the worker's body uses more energy than the value calculated. Explain why. State happens like wasted energy in the form of heat and sweating over there on a human over there. Can be calculated for question number 9. For question number 10, I will say that there will be energy resources like distinguish between renewable and non-renewable resources over there that can be given. Okay, and he can say compare the advantages and disadvantages of wind power versus nuclear power to generate electricity like that. and that will be related to 6 mark question over there. You should structure your answer logically, covering at least 3 points for each energy resource over there. This is, I am saying, the advantages and disadvantages of any two energy type. Here I am saying wind versus nuclear. So it will be a structured question. So you will have to go for this 6 mark question with extended response, and you should structure your answer logically, covering at least 3 points. Keep in mind, please. After that, I can say that is there is a question number 11 will be there, that can be taken as density and states of matter, like a student measures the mass and volume of a metal cube to find the density, like describe how could you accurately find the volume of cube by taking proper dimensions. After that, applying the formula of density is equal to mass over volume over there. After that, question number 12, which I am taking according to magnetism and electromagnetism, like motor effect and like that. Motor effect, which is related to your Fleming's left hand rule over there. For this one, I will say he can ask you state this one. What does each finger represent for 3 marks? I hope like it will be given like that. So then list 2 ways to increase the force on current carrying magnetic field, like increase the current, increase the strength of magnetic field, increase the speed over there, so that force can enhance over there, and describe how a DC electric motor works will be related to over there. Like 4 marks for DC motor to work over there, 2 marks like which factors to be taken, and 3 marks each finger and left Fleming's left hand rule definition over there. And I will say here that I'm, even though if I'm increasing the number of questions over there, don't worry, you can skip any question if you feel that you are fully prepared. Question number 13, which I am saying here, will be related to transformer. Like a student builds up a simple transformer, what is the core made up of, why the core is made up of iron, like that. Like I will say that is made up of soft iron over there, and this because soft iron will be easily magnetized and demagnetized, so that core is for transformer is being made up of there. Step up, step down, like the formula N1 over Np over Ns will equal to Vp over Vs in the transformer case can be used over there. Why transformer only work with AC current will be given as the question over there. In section 7, I will say that question number 14 will be there, like we can say like radiation and uses, like complete the table according to alpha, beta, and gamma in the form of table can be asked you from in a radioactivity portion over there. And he can ask you describe and explain beta radiation is used in paper thickness monitoring over there. And there can be also related to half-life question, like in how much after how much half-lives he is going for calculation over there for getting the total lifetime over there. So I will say that in this whole gas paper, I will say that I have given you total 14 types of questions over there. And I will say for final revision tip for success over there, that master the math, practice rearranging equations, especially for motion, electricity, and energy, and show you're all working clearly. Means I am saying master the maths over there, which is required for your simple calculation questions over there. Then after that, I will say like command words, like pay close attention to the word state, describe, explain, calculate. Your answer must match that command over there. And for 6 mark question, I will again say to you that plan your answer, use logical structure, like peel the graphs over there. For compare questions, use words like whereas, on other hand, similarly, like that. And in the last, I will say always include units in your final answer. Be careful with the conversions, like centimeter to meter, like that, and kilometer to meter, like that will be taken over there, and gram to kilogram over there. and kilometers should be converted into meters over there. So stay in SI base units over there for your final answer. And for this one, this is the most crucial step. Do as many past papers can under timed conditions to familiarize yourself with the style and pacing over there. And here I will say good luck with your preparation. I have given the link of the solution of the most latest paper of 2025 May June for Pearson Edexcel IGCSE 1P 4 PH1 over there. And kindly subscribe my channel and stay tuned. Share the videos with your friends and classmates over there. And tonight or maybe tomorrow, I will also upload the 2B biology upgradation and prediction over there. Thank you so much for today video. Kindly subscribe my channel and like the video, share the video, and comment on the video if you want to say something. Thank you so much.